round number 10. Our referee stops the contest. He is the winner by way of technical knockout and still undefeated, Floyd Money Mayweather.
The money belt goes to Money Mayweather. Here's Jim Gray.
All right, thank you very much, Mauro. Floyd, congratulations on this fight. You guys just had an exchange of words talking to each other. What did he say, and what did you say back?
We talked about he's a tough competitor, and I think we gave the fans what they wanted to see. I told them that I owe them for the Pacquiao fight. I must come straight ahead and give the fans a show, and I think that's what I gave him.
Was he better than you had expected?
He's a lot better than I thought he was. He used different angles. He was a tough competitor, but I was the better man tonight.
Was it awkward for you in the first several rounds? First 3 rounds seemed as though you lost and were off to a slow start. Were you just trying to figure him out, or was he just better in those rounds?
No, that was our game plan. Our game plan was to take our time, go to him, let him shoot all his heavy shots early, and then take him out at the end, down the stretch.
Floyd, you seem to come to life and figure this out. Did he seem tired to you as he got onto the 7th, 8th, and 9th rounds?
Well, that was our game plan. Me and my dad talked about it. We wanted him to shoot his heavy shots in the beginning, because we know in the MMA he fight 25 minutes real hard. After 25 minutes, he started to slow down.
In the 9th round, that was your biggest round, if you can remember that, right before the stoppage in the 10th round. When you had him in that 9th round, did you pretty well know at that point that this would be a knockout and it was only just going to be a matter of a few more moments?
Well, if I'm not mistaken, I guarantee you, I guaranteed everybody that this fight wouldn't go the distance.
Because you said boxing's reputation was on the line.
Boxing reputation was on the line. Boxing is a hell of a sport. MMA is a hell of a sport. And I want to thank all the fans from Ireland and all the fans around the world that came to this event.
Floyd, you've had a couple years off, 714 days. There's no beating Father Time. Were you a much different fighter this evening, and could you tell that you were age 40?
Well, no, that was our game plan. Our game plan was to go straight ahead. I told you guys in numerous interviews that I would go straight ahead. I wouldn't back up, and that's what I did.
50-0. You said you're not going to talk about 50-0 because it didn't matter to you. Now you're 50-0. Does it?
I couldn't do it without the fans.
Does it matter?
A win is a win, no matter how you get it.
Does the record 50-0, and you know its significance, fighting 49-0, and now breaking this record or setting this record, does it matter, and what does it mean to you?
Rocky Marciano is a legend, and I just look forward to going down in the Hall of Fame someday. I look forward to you going down in the Hall of Fame also.
Thank you. I appreciate that, Floyd. Your legacy. Will you fight again? If somebody comes and says, here's another $300-400 million, we know you love money, we know you love fighting. You promised Al Heyman this was it, but could you be lured back?
This was my last fight tonight, ladies and gentlemen. My last fight.
That's for certain, no matter what's in front of you.
For sure. Tonight was my last fight, for sure. Tonight I chose the right dance partner to dance with. Conor McGregor, you're a hell of a champion. And to the country of Ireland, we love you guys.
Floyd, congratulations. Terrific career.
Great work, great work, great work. Good job. Come on, thank you. Good job. I turned him into a Mexican tonight. He fought like a Mexican.
Conor, how would you assess your performance? I'm sure that other than you, so bear with us, other than you, this is a pretty surprising performance by a man who has never fought a professional boxing bout.
I don't know. I thought I took the early rounds pretty handy. He had to change his style, and fair play to him. He did. He adjusted. He changed his style, put the hands up and walked forward. He's composed. He's not that fast. He's not that powerful, but boy, is he composed in there. So he was making me throw, and he was patient with his shots. I've got to give him nothing but respect. Fair play to him. Great career he's had. What can I say? Fuck, I had a bit of fun over on this side. Hopefully entertain the fans on this side. I thought it was close though, and I thought it was a little early of a stoppage. I get like that when I'm tired. I get a little wobbly and floaty. But fuck, get me into the corner and I'll cover and I'll come back. I'd have liked him to hit the floor. I'd have liked the ref to, you know what I mean? There's a lot on the line here. He should have let me keep going, I thought. But fair play to him. I'm not gonna.
You're doing it to protect you, probably. You didn't want the protection?
I mean, I was just a little fatigued. He was a lot more composed under the shots. He was a lot more experienced, especially in the later part of it. But early on, I felt like it was handy enough, to be honest. But he's composed in there. You've got to give it to him. That's what 50 pro fights will give you. So fair play to him.
Conor, I may be wrong in this assessment, and tell me, but you seem happy. I know you're not happy to lose, but are you pleased with how you performed?
I don't know. I've been here before. I've been strangled on live TV and came back. So I don't know. I would have liked to just let it go. Fuck it. It was some buzz. To get in here, the squared circle, everything was different. There was a lot more fun. I thought it was close. I thought we were close. Don't get me wrong, I get a little wobbly when I'm fatigued, similar to the Diaz-2 fight.
Did you get tired?
That's exactly what it is, it's fatigue. That's why I thought the ref could have just let it keep going. Let me go down. Let the man put me down. Like wobbly and fatigue, that's energy. That's not damage. I'm clear-headed.
Will you box again? Would you like to box again?
See what happens, I don't know. We'll have 2 titles I don't know. I'm having a buzz floating around. Anyone wants to knock, give me a shout.
And will you go back to the UFC and fight again?
Of course.
At the rates you were fighting for before, after you made so much money now, or have you changed the paradigm for MMA fighters?
The game changes every time we grow and we see what's what. But whatever, I thought it was close. I thought I had him in the early rounds. I thought he was getting in the middle towards the end. Where was the final 2 rounds? Let me wobble back to my corner. Let me try and recompose myself. You know what I mean? You've got to put me out. I'm brand new. I'm clear spoken. It's not bothering me, so I don't know what way to feel, to be honest. I'm just happy I'm draped in the flag. Happy I was able to bring my team along, the country with me, and just getting to perform for a different crowd. No one's taking these type of risks. So fuck it. You can lay into me all you want. I'll take it on the chin. I'll take it wrapped around the neck on live TV. I've took them both, so it's another day for me.
Conor, thank you. Enjoyed it.
Thanks so much. Have a good night, team. Thank you.
Appreciate it. All right, Morrow, back to you.
All right, thank you very much, Jim. Gracious in victory, Floyd Mayweather. Conor McGregor, of course, plenty of heart. Wanted to be given an opportunity to continue. I think the referee did the job that he was assigned to do, protect McGregor. And let's go to the scores at the time of the stoppage, the official scores. All 3 judges had it in favor of Floyd Mayweather. Let's bring in our unofficial score, Steve Farhood.
Well, I had it much closer than that. That's because I gave McGregor the first 3 rounds, as did Dave Moretti. The other 2 judges, Cavallari and Clements, gave Mayweather 2 of the first 3 rounds. But from 4 on, it was all Mayweather, and that's why you see as wide scores as you do there. He won every round on every card after round 3.
So after the money fight, we will now return to regularly scheduled programming in boxing and MMA. As Conor McGregor leaves the T-Mobile Arena defeated, but I think his legion of fans will be happy with his effort tonight in his first professional boxing match.
He performed extremely well, even in losing. I thought the scorecards could have moved a little closer as Steve Farhood had it, but in any case, this man did a very, very good job, and Floyd Mayweather was forced to be a different kind of a fighter, and he was up to the task.
Moral victory for Conor. You know, I think not a lot was expected of him. I think even if he would have won a round, it would have been something that people would have been surprised by. I think he did a lot better than that. Or the early rounds especially, he was very competitive. It's just Floyd kept walking him down, and eventually that ended up breaking him.
Floyd Mayweather said 100% it would not go the distance. He delivered on his promise, and he is now saying that this was his swan song. We've heard that before, but he leaves with potential earnings in his career of nearly $1 billion. The money fight, I dare say it lived up to the hype. Yeah,
produces money.
All right, it's bedlam down here. The notorious McGregor camp leaving, Floyd Mayweather leaving. Brian Custer, let's go back to you, my man.
Thank you, Mo. I tell you, the real winners, boxing fans. Listen, they wanted this fight, and this was an entertaining fight between both of these guys. The other winners, Floyd Mayweather and Conor McGregor. They both are going to back up the Brinks truck to the bank. I mean, Lord have mercy, the paydays these 2 guys are taking home. But, you know, Conor McGregor comported himself well tonight. Good showing for him. And, you know, I'm looking at my notes. At the 4th round, you kind of had see that he was tiring out. Floyd Mayweather said he was going to come forward, and he did that. By the way, the post-fight press conference with Floyd Mayweather, Conor McGregor will be available at Showtime Boxing on Facebook. Joining me now, UFC Hall of Famer Pat Miletich, and first of all, Listen, great sportsmanship by these two.
Yes.
That was an entertaining